Howdy, my name is Jacob Kelly, and I'm here in the lovely and windy Taylor, Texas, to give you a walk-around tour of the John Deere 50P. Before we get started today, I want to give you a little bit of daily inspiration from Jeremiah 31:25. I will give those who are weary all they need. I will refresh everyone who is filled with sorrow. Now, let's look at the 50P. So, the John Deere 50P is one of two of what I would consider to be large frame mini excavators from John Deere, with the other one being the 60P, which I will have a video out on shortly. This unit is spec'd out with the long arm, extra counterweight, and angle blade. So with that in mind, with this configuration, you can extend out 20 foot 6 inches. You can dig down to a depth of 12 foot 7 inches, and you can reach up and dump at a height of 14 foot 2 inches. Giving this unit life is a 3-cylinder Yanmar diesel engine, giving you 35.9 horsepower, mated to an 18.5 gallon fuel tank. These units weigh in at 13,949 pounds for the open station and 14,235 pounds for the cab. And backing all of that up is a 2-year, 2,000-hour comprehensive warranty. Now let's do a front to back on the John Deere 50P. So before we get started on the walk around, I just wanted to show you the serial number location on this machine. If you look right here where the arm mounts to the frame, there's going to be a plate with the serial number etched into it. And if for whatever reason that plate is missing or illegible, right here below it, stamped into the frame, is going to be the serial number. That is a very nice thing to have if you're looking for parts or accessories on this machine, and I wanted to show you where it is. So starting out on the edge of the arm here, we have a wedge block style mounting system for buckets and other accessories. If we move back and to the inside of the arm, we have a mounting point already in place for the hydraulic thumb, which is going to make installation so much easier. A little bit further back from that, we have metal plates guarding the tilt cylinder here, so you don't have to worry about it getting scraped. If you look above on the cab and on the arm, we have some lights for low light operation, which is super nice to have. And then down here on the very bottom is our hydraulic backfill blade. And this one actually is an angle blade as well, so you can tilt it from side to side. And if you'll notice on the end of the blade on either side, there are tie down points. And while I'm on that, there are 5 points to tie down this machine. You have 2 on either side of the blade, 2 on either side of the track, and 1 on the very back undercarriage of the machine, just to make sure that you're strapped down properly when you're hauling it. So moving around to the side of the machine, we have a lockable cover here. To get it unlocked, all you gotta do is take your key, you insert it, you can twist it and open it up, and it's gonna latch itself open right there. With this cover open, we have access to our fuel tank, as well as our hydraulic tank, our hydraulic fill, and our hydraulic filter. To get this door closed, you pick up, push on that tab, you can lower it down and then lock it back up. Right below the door here is a little sight glass for your hydraulic fluid level, which is a nice thing to have. Just make sure that you're within proper spec. And if you look on the other side of the door, actually right here, there's a nice little toolbox that you can open up. And in there you can put tools or fluids or parts or whatever else you need. That way it's always on hand with the machine. Moving around to the side here, you see that we have another lockable cover. To get this open, you take your key again, you insert it, twist it around, and then you can open it up. And it's gonna latch into place down there so this door won't swing shut. With this open, you can see that we have access to our coolant overflow, our air filter, our radiator, our fuel water separator, and our battery. So, to get this door closed, all you gotta do is reach over here, pick up on that arm, you can swing it shut, and then lock it back up into place. So coming around to the back of the machine, we have a lockable engine cover here. To get it unlocked, all we do is take our key, insert it, twist it around, and then you can open it up, and it's gonna latch into place right there. With this open, we have access to our 3-cylinder Yanmar diesel engine, as well as our fuel filter, our oil fill, our oil filter, and our dipstick. To get this closed, all you gotta do is pick up, push on that metal tab, lower it back down, and then you can lock it. And if you're ever concerned on maintenance on this machine, if you look up right here, there's a periodic maintenance chart that'll tell you service intervals and what needs to be done during those times. Finally, making our way to the cab of the machine, we're gonna start on the outside with this little cover right here. You pop that off, that's gonna give you access to your 1- or 2-way hydraulic selector switch for your thumbs, hammers, or other implements. Making our way to the cab itself, we have a lockable door here. To get it unlocked, we take our key, we can open it up, and if we open it up far enough, It's gonna latch into place just like that. Moving to the inside, we have our cloth spring suspension seat. You can adjust the tension with the knob right there in the middle, and you also have forward and backward adjustability on that as well. Just below that, we have another cover here. If we take our key and open it up, you'll see that we'll have our excavator or backhoe selector switch. So down is excavator, up is backhoe, and that's so you can change the joystick controls to how you want them to be. Towards the back of the machine there, you can see that we have our fuse panel. To the left of our fuse panel, we have our windshield wiper reservoir, and above both of those, we have a 12-volt outlet. So a nice thing that the John Deere 50P has is going to be our multi-function screen. On that screen, you can see your hours, you can see your engine temp, you can see your fuel, you can see other information as well as diagnostics that's going to help in the operation of this machine. Just to the right of that up on top, we have our beeper travel cancellation switch. So if you click that up while you're moving, it's going to cancel that beeping noise. Just below that, we have our parked regen switch. So this unit will automatically regen, but if you want to go ahead and do one, you can park it, hit that switch and go into regen mode. A little bit further back, we have our throttle, as well as our switches for the lights, for the windshield wiper, and our 2-speed toggle switch between turtle and rabbit. So this unit does have 2 speeds. You can hit that switch to toggle between 2 of them. Behind that is our ignition. And next to our ignition is going to be our climate control. So this unit does have heating and air conditioning, and you can control them on that little screen right there. One thing that you can get installed that this unit does not have is going to be a radio. So you'll see right here on this metal plate that you are going to be able to install a head unit right there. And we already have the speakers installed up above, so you can have your tunes while you're working. To shut the door, there's a little switch right here. You push down on that, the door's going to unlatch. You can go ahead and push it forward, and then we can take our key and lock it up. So with the walk around complete, I got my camera on my head. I want to show you how to operate the machine. So climb in here. And the first thing that we're going to want to do is put our key in the ignition and click it once over like that. That's going to get the electronics started. The important thing about starting this machine is that this arm has to be up. If this is down, you can turn that key as much as you want. It's not going to start. So with the arm up, we can go ahead and start the machine. Just like that there. Now with the arm up and if the machine is started, you can touch the controls. Nothing is going to happen unless the arm is down. So to start moving, we're going to put the arm down, and we can now easily buckle our seatbelt. Just like that. So first we're going to look at the joystick control, so I'm going to go ahead and increase my throttle. So the right joystick, if I push it forward or bring it back, that's going to control the tilt of the arm, and if I bring it to the left or to the right, that's the curl of the bucket. The left joystick, if I bring it forward or back, that is the curl of the arm, and if I bring it left or right, that is the swivel of the body of the machine here. And one little last arm control here is down here by our feet. If we go to the left or to the right, that's going to control the pivot of the arm, so you can reach down there into tight spaces and do what you need to do. And then we can go ahead and bring it back. And there's a nice little lock right here, so you don't hit that accidentally. So moving on to the movement controls, we have 2 little joysticks right here for our tracks. So what we're going to want to do first is pick up our front blade. So you can hear right now too, while I'm thinking about it, this has an auto power down feature. So if you're just sitting here doing nothing, it's going to throw down to idle just so it doesn't waste any extra gas. And the second that you touch a control, it's going to rev right back up. So with the machine ready to move forward, we're going to go ahead and push our joysticks forward, and then we can go ahead and bring them back just like that. If I'm wanting to turn to the right, I can push the left one forward, or I can bring the right one back. And if I want to turn to the left, I can push the right one forward, or I can bring the left one back just like that. And if I'm moving long distances and want to relax a little bit, there are these little pegs right down here that you can flop out, and you can actually control the joysticks with your feet just like this forward and back, or side to side. And this machine is 2 speeds, remember that? So if you look over here and flick this, it's gonna put you into rabbit, and you'll actually get moving just a little bit faster, just like that. So I'm going to turn head on to you just like this, so we can go ahead and look at the lights of the machine. Say hi to Tyler. There's Tyler right there. So we can go ahead and look at the machine, put this arm down just like this, and turn on the lights. Oh, that's the windshield wiper actually. Turn on the lights just like that so you can see how it's gonna look at night. And one more thing I'm wanting to show you is the front blade, because this is the angle blade, so you can see that we can go up and down with it just like that. Or if I want to, there are 2 buttons right here, and I can push it and angle it side to side just like that to help with backfill, just that much easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this back to the side just like this, and we'll check out the inside of the cab just real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my blade down. And so now I'm going to throttle down as well and pick up on my parking brake. So looking at the inside of the cab, we have a couple windows that open. Obviously our door is one of them. If you look to your right, we have our windows that can open on the front or the back like that. And this whole front glass actually opens up too. So on either side, you have these little pins that you can grab onto, pop them open. It's going to swing and lock up into place just like that. And just another little lock there for extra protection, just in case you happen to hit one of these, it's not gonna go flying down. So you can unlock it, lower this down, just like that, and you're fully encased. Last piece of glass is up here. You have a little moon roof so you can see up high if you're doing some high dump work like that. Last little thing, we have a nice little interior light for there. So turn it off, we're gonna unbuckle, have it in park. We can go ahead and switch it off and go ahead and climb out of the cab. We have our grabs, don't forget to utilize those. Climb down, hit our switch, and shut the door. And with that, the walk around of our John Deere 50P has come to a close. I hope that you have found this video enjoyable and informative. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, or you can reach out to me on my Facebook, which I've linked in the description. I'd like to thank United Ag and Turf here in Taylor, Texas, for allowing me to come out and film this video for y'all. Do not hesitate to reach out for parts, service, or sales support with these folks. Great people. Speaking of sales, if you're looking for pricing and availability on these units, you can reach out to me on my Facebook, or you can reach out to your local United Ag and Turf dealership. My name is Jacob Kelling, and I hope that you have a blessed day.